A legacy of subservience. The legislature from colony to nation. The story of Nigeria's legislature is one of evolution and struggle. It began under colonial rule, a mere shadow of true power. The institution served as an advisory body to the British governors. Its voice was muted, its influence restricted. Yet, seeds of aspiration were sown. Nigerians yearned for self-determination, for a voice in their own governance. Independence brought hope for a more robust legislature. Finally, Nigerians had a chance to shape their own destiny. The early years of self-rule saw moments of promise. The legislature, though young, grappled with the complexities of nation-building. But the legacy of colonial influence lingered. The echoes of subjugation were difficult to silence. The yearning for a true democracy, for a legislature that could hold its own against the executive branch, remained. This tension, this desire for a more balanced power structure, would continue to define the relationship between the legislature and the executive in the years to come. The illusion of separation. The 1979 shift to a presidential system. The year 1979 marked a pivotal moment in Nigeria's political landscape. The nation transitioned from a parliamentary system to a presidential one. This change, enshrined in the new constitution, promised a clear division of powers. The legislature, now seemingly independent, was poised to become a true check on executive authority. The presidential system, adopted from the United States, held the allure of stability and efficiency. A directly elected president, it was argued, would provide decisive leadership. The legislature, in turn, would be free to focus on its core functions: lawmaking, representation, and oversight. However, the reality proved far more complicated. Old habits, it seemed, died hard. The legacy of executive dominance, deeply entrenched in Nigeria's political culture, persisted. The lines between the two branches, though formally drawn, remained frustratingly blurred. The promise of a truly independent legislature, capable of holding the executive accountable, remained largely unfulfilled. The 1979 Constitution, though well-intentioned, could not erase decades of ingrained power dynamics. The struggle for equilibrium, for a truly balanced and effective system of governance, was far from over. Power dynamics, executive dominance, and legislative erosion. To understand the challenges faced by the Nigerian legislature, one must delve into the complex dynamics of power within the nation's political system. The executive branch, headed by the president, has historically enjoyed a disproportionate share of authority. This imbalance has its roots in colonial rule, where the governor held supreme power. Over time, this dominance became ingrained in the political fabric. The president, often viewed as the embodiment of the nation, commands vast resources and patronage networks. This influence extends to the legislature, where loyalty is often secured through appointments, promises of development projects, and even outright bribes. This dynamic has created a culture of dependence within the legislature. Many legislators, beholden to the executive for their positions and resources, are reluctant to challenge the status quo. This fear of reprisal, coupled with the lure of personal gain, has eroded the legislature's ability to function as an independent and effective branch of government. The consequences of this imbalance are far-reaching, undermining the very principles of democratic governance. Without a strong and independent legislature to hold it in check, the executive branch operates with impunity. This lack of accountability breeds corruption, stifles dissent, and hampers national development. So, let's dive into the roots of insubordination. You see, it's not just a random act. It often stems from deeper issues. Historical grievances, economic disparities, and social injustices can all play a role. Understanding these underlying factors is crucial to addressing the problem effectively. Now let's talk about the implications for Nigeria's future. Addressing insubordination isn't just about maintaining order. It's about creating a more just and equitable society. By tackling the root causes, Nigeria can pave the way for sustainable development and a brighter future for all its citizens.